You know I'm not ready.
Well,
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not prepared this morning. Just flat out. Right, JR? Tell the audience I'm not prepared, JR.
He ain't ready.
That's right. Good morning from Circuit World at Blue Ridge. What a beautiful day yesterday. I do not want to hear any complaining about the weather. I understand. I've been on social media and I have seen the 7-day chart. Oh, living in Georgia, and one day you're in your flip-flops and the next day you got to have your sweater on because our weather is so unpredictable here in North Georgia. But there are areas in the country that have had blizzards, snowstorms back to back. Yesterday, I think it was 60, sunny, beautiful. It's going to be a nice day today. But I tell you what. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get the opening. I tell you I'm not ready. I'm your host, BKP. We're at Circuit World at Blue Ridge. It is Friday. That's why I'm here. This is for me, folks, just to remind me why I'm here and what day it is. This is helpful on the calendar. Lets me know. Every time I see Circuit World, I know here comes the weekend. This is a bright spot. Anyhow, so we're here on Friday morning. Now, let me just start out by saying, you know, the news. Let's turn it off for just a second, okay? Just a second. Let's turn it off. I mean, you know, the media, White House in chaos. Donald Trump did this. Donald Trump did that. Oh my God. Mike Pompeo, the lady that wants to be the head of the CIA, was head of the interrogation unit. Intense interrogation unit, torture. I mean, let's just, I know we got the TVs back here because to show you what great picture and how many TV Circuit World has available. But let's just turn this nonsense off for a minute. And let's get to some serious stuff. That's my joke. Now, as a child, we won't go back how far back we have to go to get into my childhood. I can hear you know back there. This is what it's going to be like all morning. So as a child, just think of this. Now, I was fortunate enough to grow up in the neighborhood, not the hood like Vanilla Ice. Remember Vanilla Ice? This white kid went around, tried to pass off like he grew up in the hood. He never grew up in the hood. He just bought sneakers. Anyhow, so I was fortunate enough to grow up 1970-something, early, really, 1968, 9, whatever. You know, you do the math. In a neighborhood where, you know, there was 5, 6, 7, 10-year-old boys that rushed down into the lower level of the bi level. You know, we had, if you're out there in America and it's 1969, we were building subdivisions at that time, and you had an option of a split level, bi-level, or a ranch house. You know, 3. Okay, those were the models back then. And we're rushing downstairs to the TV in the corner so we could watch what? The Munsters. I'm serious. Remember that? The Munsters? You remember Lily and Herman and Grandpa and Marilyn and Eddie, little Eddie Wolfgang Munster. Well, I'm going to tell you what. Butch Patrick played the role of Eddie Munster. He is going to be with us today on the All-Star panel. We're going to have so much fun because Bruce and Rick, I sent them homework to do their Munster trivia reviews. So they are ready. I'm ready. And Butch Patrick, the star that played Eddie Munster, is going to be with us right here at Circuit World this morning. But he's going to also be, the reason he's here in town, why is he in Blue Ridge? Because do you remember those great dragsters on the Munsters? Now, there's one thing about watching the Munsters that some might not really think about. They built some great dragsters. He has the Munster Tribute Hot Rods. There was 2 hot rods. There was the family hot rod, remember that? And also what they call the Dragula. You remember Grandpa, the Count? He built the Dragula. So that is at North Georgia Ford up here, right here, North Georgia Ford in Blue Ridge. That is the 16th and the 17th. That means it's today, 16th and the 17th. Today and tomorrow, both of the hot rods, Munster hot rods, will be up here at North Georgia Ford. So Butch Patrick's going to be in here with us at 8:45, right after Ask the Doc. We have Dr. William Whaley will be in here with us. We have our 8:15 segment on Ask the Doc. Then at 8:45, we'll have the All-Star panel. We will probably get into some politics, but we're going to let Butch Patrick stay as long as he wants, talk to the panel. We're going to have a lot of fun. And then we always round out our show and our week with the star from the Pet of the Week from the Humane Society. I am your host, BKP. Good morning from downtown Blue Ridge. Now, I just want to say, we're going through week after week after week of the media sensationalizing something new and not actually reporting the facts. Now, I have watched all week to see the first media outlet, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, that actually did a story, would do a story on the St. Louis business meeting at Boeing with business leaders in St. Louis that Donald Trump held this week. Your president of the United States, he does these panels several times a week. He brings different business leaders in. Regardless of what the subject matter is, he gathers a group of professionals and listens. Okay? I don't think, now, I just want to say this for a reason, okay? Because I cannot focus on a particular item this week. We have the Pennsylvania 18th District, which Connor Lamb ran as a Republican, okay? He ran as pro-life, pro-gun, did not attack the Trump tax cuts, pro-tariffs, okay? And he won and said he would vote against Nancy Pelosi for Speaker of the House. So he ran as a conservative in a conservative district on the Democrat ticket, and he won the 18th District. All right? The district's irrelevant. The end of the year. At the end of the year, the district goes away. So the district Connor Lamb and the Democrats are claiming this major victory over is gone at the end of the year because the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, they've drawn new districts in the state. They've redrawn the districts in the state to benefit the Democrats, which makes this one irrelevant. Wow. Now, the Republicans in the District of 18, they have confiscated and they have taken in all of the voting machines. Now, Rick Saccone, instead of the Republicans saying, look, we just fielded a bad candidate. Now, maybe he won. Maybe there's voter irregularity. Maybe there's voter fraud. Maybe there's reason to look at the vote. So I'm not saying the Republicans are 100% wrong. But maybe you should not have gotten yourself in position to have to worry about confiscating all the voting machines and going to a judge and saying, hey, lock down all the machines, we need to go through them. Because this is a district that Trump won by 20 points. This is a district that Republicans should have won by 20 points. Republicans never learned their lesson on things. The local 18th District Republican Party, okay, blew it. Period. Quit making excuses. Rick Saccone is not a good candidate for that district. So that being said, we have that big news that they're still fighting over who won a district that does not exist, that spent $24 to $25 million, 12 from the Republicans, 12 from the Democrats, we'll just say, on 250,000 votes. Now, people are saying the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania came out and redistricted the area and drew new lines, And a lot of people didn't know if they lived in the district anymore. There has been major confusion in the state of Pennsylvania for the last 5 to 6 weeks over these districts. You know what? I'm going to leave with this. I watch all the news. I don't care, okay? Do I think it's okay if Donald Trump 10 years ago bumped into Stormy Daniels? No, it's not okay. Maybe he did. All right? It's 10 years ago. I wish they would put as much time in the news as Bill Clinton getting on the Lolita Express with Jeff Epstein, okay? A convicted, I think convicted, I don't want to get in trouble here, their attorneys are waiting, standing on by. You know, when I always speak, you know, you remember operators are standing by now to take your order. Well, you know, when I speak, I always get the feeling on the other side, attorneys are standing by to contact me at any time. But Jeffrey Epstein, the Lolita Express, the pedophile island, Bill Clinton, is on there 26 times. Oh. Anyhow, moving right along. You know, I talk about the Pennsylvania 18th District, and I talk about what happened there, and we look at everything that's been sensationalized by the media. But I will say this, I really feel strongly that every single day the President of the United States gets up, okay, gets up and has your best interest if you are in America. Your best interest. Now, if you happen to be in the military and you're watching worldwide somewhere, because we are thankful that we do see on the internet some hits worldwide, and if we happen to be from North Georgia area and you tune in somewhere in the world and you're serving this country, thank you very much. He has your best interest. Well, let me just make a little simple fact, okay? Forget all this shiny lights. They put the shiny lights, okay? They make fun of me all week long because I do. I get off target. They say squirrel and I jump a different direction. But I will tell you this, when it comes down to it, I can stay focused when necessary and I don't get caught off guard by the shiny lights, all right, in the media. There's 435 House seats. 435. You got it? The Democrats need 24. Simple math. You got it? The Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, the Philadelphia Inquirer, the Morning Call in the Lehigh Valley, the Washington Post, the New York Times, all say the new districts that have been drawn in Pennsylvania give the Democrats a 10-seat favorite to move over. Guess what? Now they need 14. Let's do simple math. This ain't Common Core, okay? Now they need 14. Guess what? There's 435 seats. The way we have written our elections and our Constitution is set up, the House of Representatives is elected every 2 years, all 435. They only have to find 14 Connor Lambs. 14. That's all they have to find. There's 118 races that mirror the district of the 18th District of Pennsylvania. 118. They got to find 14. And guess what? Sorry to get your day started like this on Friday. That's when they hand the big gavel over to the lady that can't get to a press conference because she keeps losing track of what she's saying because, you know, I don't know, senility. I don't know. I know that's not nice, you know, to say that about the lady. But, you know, it's time to go home. Nancy Pelosi. I apologize for starting your day like that, but I was just thinking that yesterday. When are we going to wake up and realize all they have to do is find 14 Connor Lambs if Pennsylvania turns 10 seats? Oh, actually, I'm in a great mood. Did I tell you Butch Patrick's going to be here? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be a Debbie Downer or nothing like that, but Butch Patrick from the Munsters is going to be right here. But right after these messages, it's time for Dr. Whaley, Ask the Doc. I'm your host, BKP. We're at Circle. Hey, JR, I'm in a better mood now.
Good deal.
Can you tell?
Am I on your good side?
Can you tell?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to commercial. Dr. Whaley, right after these messages.